Ethereum, it's stuck, man. So means like turn it off and turn it on again, kick it once or twice. It's stuck between a rock and a hard place right now. I want to talk about what the rock and what the hard place is. Also, what Ethereum beta plays will likely outperform Ethereum when it starts cooking again. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. So, our old buddy Ethereum. Here's the rock, 200-day EMA. That's currently around $2,450. You can see it's largely been acting as a line of support back here, 11 May, 12 May, 13 May. Wicked pretty solidly under it on the 18th and 19th of May, but the 17th, 20th, and 21st of May saw it being respected as support once again, as well as yesterday on the 25th of May. So the 200-day EMA becomes a very important line. We also see the 20-day EMA yellow line in the chart here curving up towards the 200-day EMA as well. So that's our rock, the support here. The hard place is the 200-day simple moving average. That's the red line on the chart. Now, exponential moving average, as you probably know, more reactive to recent price action, whereas the simple moving average is more of a lagging indicator, which is a bit smoother over time. That is the hard place. This is where we need to get above. We need to see price action rally significantly and get above here. You can see we now have two rejections here at this resistance. It's important the market's respecting it. $2,700 is the level. The $200-day simple moving average is the level the market is respecting as a key area of price resistance. That means when the price rallies above $2,700, it probably takes off pretty gosh darn quickly. Now, as you know, we had a trade for this the other day. It got stopped out with an entry right here at the resistance line, but of course we didn't get a daily confirmation to close it, so we got stopped out pretty shortly thereafter, which is fine. Now, if you look on the downside, obviously 2450 needs to hold as support. We do have this daily MACD downtrend, basically showing that the price is going basically sideways. So we got a technical bearish crossover hit here, actually, on the day that the price is rallying, ironically, basically. But this is the thing. That's more technical at this point versus sort of major downtrend in play. It shows momentum has slowed down completely on Ethereum, which it has. It's been ranging sideways since the 10th of May. So we now have 2+ weeks where the price has been stuck between our hard place and our rock and our hard place here. A resolution of this range, either to the upside or the downside, will likely result in a relatively significant move. Now, to the downside, the 50-day EMA blue line of the chart here is down around $2,200. 2,100 just below that is actually a super significant level for ETH. Super significant level. So if you do see a pullback, if this range resolves itself to the downside, that means you want to watch $2,100. That's the big daddy level here for ETH. Very important. Multi-year support resistance line, okay? I know I'm only drawing it back to a few weeks here, but it is a major historical area of price resistance and support. So $2,100 becomes an interesting place to bid if the range resolves to the downside. 50-day EMA at $2,200 also looking pretty interesting. That being said, if the range resolves to the upside with a definitive breakout above the 200-day simple moving average, that's $2,700, expect price to probably cook and ETH to have another good move up. Potentially replaying what we saw here with a nice bounce, consolidation for 2 weeks, huge bounce, consolidation for a few weeks. Bitcoin's done this. ETH's kind of one stage behind BTC right now. Bitcoin's done this a little bit more so far in the cycle, in the recovery phase of the cycle. So if we get that next big leg up, $3,300 right around here, I think it becomes an interesting take profit level. You can see it was resistance in these areas here. So if we get the breakout between $2,700, I think that's an interesting place to go long on ETH and try to catch that move up to $3,300. That being said, there's some serious Stockholm Syndrome vibes here with Ethereum. Even longing it makes me feel dirty these days. Vitalik, what have you done? Guys, if you want to trade Bitunix, is the spot to do it, okay? You can trade ETH, you can trade the betas to ETH, which we're going to talk about here in just a second. You can trade all kinds of fun stuff. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, dog coins, they got you covered, okay? Link down below. You can trade no KYC, no VPN, no BS. Doesn't matter where you live. You can trade on Bitunix. It's pretty damn cool. If you want to long the rips, short the dips, they got you covered. Exotic altcoins, check. They got you covered. Use the link down below. It's going to get you some exclusive bonuses. You deposit $500, you get $100 back. You deposit 1,000, you get 200, and 2,000, you get 400. So you get up to $400 in deposit bonuses back into your account, which is like absolutely bonkers, crazy money. You just use that to trade on the platform. And you get up to $2,000 in trading bonuses. The more you trade, the more money you get back. Link down below. Go check it out. Thank you very much. So, 2 betas right now I'm liking for ETH. The first is Brett. Second, Pepe. Now, with Brett, it's been very interesting. The one thing I don't love about the Brett chart right now is this. This is the support line you see here. 1, 2, 3. 3 decent touches on it. Not the strongest of support lines. And, of course, we're still making higher highs, higher lows on the sort of broader time frame here. Even short term, we're kind of doing the opposite. But what I like to look at here, of course, we lost that the other day, by the way. That's why this is something that I don't love as much about the Brett chart. But what did we see happen over the weekend? A second retest of the 50-day EMA blue line on the chart as price support. You can see we had that back here on the 6th of May. You can see we just had it yesterday as well. Almost a perfect retest to the penny, basically. A retest here of the 50-day EMA. Currently trying to retake the 20-day EMA. So I like Brett right now for a long position. So that's what we're going to do. Putting in a long here. Not trying to get too greedy on this take profit target. So just up to around previous highs at around 9 cents. So you can see we've got that trade set up just here for you. Better take my head off the screen so you can see all the details. Again, this is what I'm trading. Not a recommendation for what you should be trading yourself, but my idea with this one here is entering now. I like the potential retake here of the 20-day EMA. Obviously, it could also get rejected here, especially we have the 200-day EMA just ahead. So it's a risky zone to be longing into to some extent because we haven't got a confirmation they close above the 20-day EMA, but also the 200-day EMA is right here. So I could wait for it to get up to 7.2 cents before going long. But I'm going to try to hop in now. Perhaps not the wisest decision. It might be better to wait, but I like the 20-day EMA. I think that's enough for me to go on after the 50-day EMA retest. So anyway, take profit at 9 cents, as you can see here. Stop loss is just below the 20-day EMA. So it's around 0.66 cents. So it's just down here. So basically, if the 20-day EMA fails to hold, market starts reversing, I'm out on that trade. And we'll look for a different entry point. So click on open long. We're going. It's in. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, Pepe. Gosh darn, I got stopped out on my Pepe trade over the weekend. Super annoying. By just a hair as well, as usual. I had my stop loss down at 0.013. We got down for a few hours just below that. C'est la vie. The Mudeng trade still open. Solana trade still open. Our XRP trade, remember we had the limit order in for XRP at $2.30. That got triggered over the weekend. Had almost a perfect retest on that 230 line. Then it dropped a little bit below that through the liquid Sunday trading. Currently open, currently in profit. Let's see how that holds up. With the Pepe trade, I was stopped at a break even, so I didn't lose any money on it. But I'm going to try to lose some money on it now. Basically. Just hopped in a random trade. Probably not the best timing on this, to be honest. I'd probably be better suited to wait. So I didn't put a giant size on this or anything. We'll see how it goes here. If I can catch the momentum on this move here for Pepe, or if the markets are going to reverse and punish me. Wouldn't be surprised to see that happen, to be honest. But Pepe did get a beautiful 20-day EMA retest, which kind of makes me think I didn't think hard enough about my stop loss on this Pepe trade. It could have been a little bit lower here, down at 0.012. Easily could have kept this trade open, alive, and in profits today. Instead, now I'm revenge trading it. Is what it is, guys. We'll see how we go. If we get stopped on this one, this will be for a small loss, but our Mudeng trade and stuff like that hopefully make up for any short, small losses. Actually, this is a break even, but if I get stopped out here at the stop loss for this Pepe trade, currently it'll just be a Small, teeny baby loss, not a problem. But I think Pepe and Brett both have great potential to really move if ETH especially can break out of that range in the coming days. Bitcoin conference coming up, EU tariff bullshit resolved over the weekend, so markets might do their thing this week. Let's see. Thanks for watching. I'll see you back in the next one.